let's be honest, managing people can be the absolute hardest part of running a business, right? So, how do you handle all those tricky, uncomfortable situations with real confidence? Well, we're going to dive right into that. You know how it starts. It's always something small, like someone is late, again, and you get that feeling, that little bit of frustration, because you're thinking, how many times are we going to have the same conversation? And then things start to escalate. Suddenly, it's not just about someone being late. Nope. Now there's a real disagreement. Maybe some clashing personalities. And guess what? The whole thing lands right on your desk, and now you're supposed to be the referee. And that's when things can just spiral. Before you even know what's happening, that tiny issue gets messy. It gets emotional. It gets confusing. And it happens fast. Wires are crossed, stories don't line up, and suddenly everything feels totally out of your control. And you're just left thinking, okay, what am I actually supposed to do now? I mean, really. It's that moment, that feeling in the pit of your stomach where you just freeze. Because you know whatever you do next could either fix things or make it 1,000 times worse. So what happens next? Well, for a lot of us, it's something I like to call the midnight Google panic. You know what I'm talking about. That late night, anxiety-driven search for answers where you're just staring at your screen, feeling completely alone with this huge problem. And your brain is just racing. You're asking yourself all these questions, right? Okay, do I write something down, or should I just talk to them informally first? Do I need to issue a warning? Wait, what even counts as a proper warning? And then the big one. Oh my gosh, am I suddenly going to end up with the CCMA over this? That uncertainty, it's just crippling. Yeah, if any of this is hitting close to home, trust me, we've all been there. You are definitely not alone in this. But what if there was a better way? A way to just step out of all that panic and confusion and into a place of calm, clear authority. Well, let's talk about that. Let me introduce you to a new way to handle these things. Okay, so what is it? Think of it like this. LabourZA is basically your digital labor department. It's a tool that guides you through all these workplace issues, but in plain English, step by step. So you end up handling things fairly, correctly, and most importantly, with confidence. So think about what this gets rid of. Suddenly, you don't need a legal degree to figure this stuff out. There's no more panic. And for sure, no more Googling at midnight hoping you find the right answer. What you get instead is just clarity, calm, and a clear next step. That's it. No more guesswork. Okay, so how does this actually work in practice? It's really simple. It breaks down all that complexity into just 4 clear steps. It's all about giving you a solid structure when everything feels chaotic. Alright, first step is record. You just take a few minutes to record what happened. Super simple. Step 2, you get a roadmap. This thing tells you exactly what to do next. No guessing. Third, you get the right templates. All the pre-formatted notices or letters you need are right there for you. And finally, step 4 is store. Everything gets documented and stored neatly, which is absolutely crucial for protecting your business. But look, this is about so much more than just avoiding the courtroom. The real impact of handling things the right way, well, it changes your entire workplace. It's really all about building a foundation of trust. I mean, think about it. The old way, it can make your workplace feel like a courtroom or a crisis center or just a non-stop stress factory. The new way, the goal is to get back to just business, so you can focus on what you're actually supposed to be doing. And this is so important. Because when your team sees that things are handled the right way, that there's a fair and consistent process, people start to trust the process. The tension just goes down. Everyone knows what to expect, and that predictability, it just makes for a way healthier, way more productive workplace. And you know, at the end of the day, this isn't just about what you do, it's about who you become as a leader. It really changes how you show up and how you feel in that role. With a system like this, you become the employer who handles issues fairly. You're the one who documents things correctly. You become the leader who leads with real confidence, not with fear. And you get to protect your business without completely losing your sanity in the process, which is huge. So I just want to leave you with this one last thought. The fact that you're even looking for a better way to handle this stuff, that means you've already made the smartest move. You've decided you want to handle workplace issues the right way. And honestly, that decision right there is where true confident leadership really starts.